Aloha golfers! Welcome to Golf in the Cosmos, episode number 15. I'm Kevin Robowski, and here we talk all things Mac O'Grady and MORAD. So the first thing I want to do is a little bit of housekeeping. I have a book available. It's called Ohm Golf, and it looks like this. It's available on Amazon. It's available on my website, kmrschoolofgolf.com. It's available on bookbaby.com. And basically it's a photograph book of me doing the golf swing in its various positions and the stretches that you should do to warm up before you play golf. Basically a 5-minute stretch routine, and also a home practice that you can do, basically yoga poses that work the golf muscles, as well as some tips on breathing technique. So the breathing technique is something that's also attached to calming the mind. Very, very important for performance. Basically all your top athletes are doing some kind of breathing technique, and it's not being very well publicized. It's kind of like their secret weapon. Phil Mickelson talked about this a little bit earlier as well. And another little interesting point with Phil Mickelson is, if you saw him win on the Champions Tour last week, he was doing the drill that I advocate in many of these videos, is cock the club up, turn and turn, right? And lo and behold, Phil is doing that out of nowhere last week, and he won, again, I think maybe his third out of fourth Champions Tour event, and so that was really quite shocking to see that. I don't know where exactly he picked that up. It's very much a early MORAD idea, and definitely something that I promoted quite a bit on this program, as well as videos prior to this program. So that was fascinating. So actually in my book, definitely something, if you're interested in Mac O'Grady technique, if you're interested in the yoga, something very important to have. It's also available digitally on Apple Books. So all of that is an option for you. This video today is the third part with Mac O'Grady, Jodie Mudd, and American Ken Brown, who's also a pro and a big part of the MORAD project at this time. And this video probably best illustrates kind of the teaching process and something that we all get into both as teachers and as students. And what's happening specifically is, in the last video, Mac was very excited about a new draw technique, basically closing the shoulders, keeping the shoulders closed through impact, but having the arms go sharply left as the shoulders stay closed. And he showed Jodie this. Jodie tried it a few times, and then of course Jodie, went back to normal and hit some, his beautiful standard shots. And this video now takes on from that, which now it's Ken's turn. And Ken is primarily a fader of the ball, very much a Mac advocate of the fade. But now Mac is really excited about this new draw technique, and so he's trying to help Ken with the draw swing. And what's very fascinating about this video and how it progresses, and it's just a very interesting inside look at the lesson process, is Ken is having tremendous amount of trouble interpreting what Mac is saying and applying it. And Mac is getting testier and testier. But he does keep patient with it, and there's some very comic relief at the end. I mean, it literally drop on the floor laughing comedy at the end when Ken Brown finally gets the draw swing. And it's to Jodie Mudd, to his credit, that he solves the problem. So this video will go on for 20 minutes or so, and Ken Brown cannot hit the draw, and he's acting quite theatrical about it. So, you know, what Mac is saying is pretty reasonable, but again, this is all, we've all been there. The student has a block, some kind of mental block, right? And so, what's fascinating about this whole process, and I think it's also very, very relevant to both teachers and students, is, you know, I think what we tend to see with the high handicappers is, you know, an over-the-top move, a cut-across swing, the ball has some kind of slice spin to the right, even though the path of the club is going to the left. And this is basically what Ken's doing to a small version, right? But he's definitely biased towards that fade. And this is why the draw seems to be so foreign to him, this feeling of drawing the ball. And if he does hit a ball to the left, it's a pull. So it's not an inside-out push draw, which is, again, this is one of the classic way to draw the ball and what Mac is advocating. And Mac is talking a little bit more maybe technically than really Ken Brown can digest. And then eventually it's Jodie Mudd that solves the answer to the riddle. But I wanted to bring up a few points here, which Mac and Jodie and Ken will cover. Is that number one is Morad was very fascinating and still is. In a sense, it gave people permission to take the hands to the inside, right? To define the swing as a circle, right? It's an inclined circle, but even so, it goes up a plane towards the inside, right? So it doesn't go straight back or down the line, the path of the hands. And if you keep, again, if we go back to this idea of cocking the wrist upward first, if the path goes inside of the hands, the club can line up at P2, so it's parallel to your toe stance line, although the hands are very close to the thigh. So some people will define that as a straight takeaway, right? Although the hands did not go down the line straight, the hands went on an arc, and the club head and the hands line up perfectly at P2. But the hands are very close to the right thigh at section 2, P2, the takeaway. Right? And so this is the problem that Ken's going into, is he's taking it more up the plane, not inside, and basically as a result, you know, it's very easy to swing left there and hit the fade, which is what Mac has been advocating, you know, all this time, and all of a sudden, you know, now he's excited about this draw swing. He's trying to get Ken to draw it, and Ken is absolutely having a fit. And, you know, he starts doing what we all, as teachers, we don't like to see our students do, is just like overreact. Like, oh, you know, it's just, you know, impossible, right? Getting theatrical. And then definitely Mac is getting irritated by this. And he actually says something that we all think sometimes when we're teaching is something along the lines like, geez, you know, can this person have any less hand-eye coordination? I mean, what we're thinking and what we're seeing seems so easy, and yet the student is having a block, right? So as a teacher, we can't really blurt that out. We want to be patient and just keep working, try to unlock the puzzle. But of course, Mac blurts that out in this particular video. Mac's getting increasingly frustrated with Ken's inability to hit this draw swing that Mac's really excited about. So, but I wanted to point out also that, you know, to help these people that slice or cut across the ball, right? I think you want to give permission to definitely let the hands come inside so that you can return the club back from the inside to hit a draw. It's a very natural or let's say intuitive way to hit a draw. And again, you can also look at the characteristics at address. So this is what also is holding Ken back, right? So he's setting up with the ball position probably forward and a little bit open. Mac's trying to get him closed, trying to get the ball position more back, right? So as you play the ball more back in the stance and get the shoulders and the feet and the body more closed, you're actually going along this circle like this, right? And this is a drill. I can actually hit a ball from this position, take it way in here like this, and hit really big hook shots, right? So exactly the same thing applies to the fade. You just move in a circle, ball position goes up in the stance, and I'm going around this way. Of course, I can go outside, come across in, the left elbow, chicken wings, and the ball curves to the right. So the address is really the blueprint, the architecture of the swing pattern. And then you get these things kind of mixed up. So Mac is advocating to Ken to close his stance, close his shoulders, but Ken still has the fade address position and the fade takeaway. And as a result, boom, there's a huge clash. So Ken isn't digesting the fact that draws and fade are set up by the address and just moving along in this circle and just swinging along the body line. So if I come in here like this, very closed, right? My hands should come way inside, and boom, they're gonna roll right over like that. That club face is gonna close very quickly, swinging to the right in that direction. When I swing to the left, that's when my elbow chicken wings. Ball tends to curve to the right. So there's an intuitive way to approach this with the setup, ball position, and then stance, and then you swing along your stance line and you create a feeling of curving the ball, left or right. So this is very, very important to understand, because a lot of teachers are teaching maybe draw or fade from, let's say, a straight setup. So that's very difficult to hit a curving ball from a, let's say, neutral setup for a straight shot. Or even worse, setting up open and then trying to hit a draw, right? So again, and then even to, I think, a little bit of what I find complicated or overly difficult in the later Morad modeling is closed stance hitting fade, right? So you're crossing lines, right? It's not easy on the brain, not back to the original concepts of Morad, easy on the brain. Swing along your body lines, right? Keep your eyes parallel to those body lines, right? Don't add on complexity to compensate for one thing and then another thing and then another thing. So you keep adding on to sort of fix the holes in your theory, right? So again, it doesn't make it easy, and the students typically have a backlash, especially over time. So again, keep it simple. Hit the draw, set up for draw, ball position draw, and swing shape draw, right? And so enjoy the video. This is really an interesting lesson on the student and teacher dynamic and lesson taking and its difficulties and complexities. And luckily, Jodie Mudd saves the day at the end. So everybody enjoy. God bless. We'll see you next week.
Okay. When you go to the top of your swing, just try to keep your keep your shoulders closed, your hips closed, and pull as hard, as flat as you can with your left arm, left hand, left. Huh? That's all right. Do it again. Keep your shoulders closed. Now, Jodie, come on, watch this. Watch this. There he is. Kent's always been a fader of the ball. Okay?
I think I hooked, but I...
Right. I'm trying to give the hook to the golf ball. Same thing. Close your club face down a little bit. Now what? Time out. You're gonna go to P4. Keep your shoulders closed, your hips closed. Come down like this if you have to. Get your left arm to pull up. Keep it closed. Trying to get him to snap hook it. Okay.
Wall's
Now, what he's doing, this is problem solving again, right?
am I pretty much aimed at the yellow flag?
What?
Am I aimed at the yellow flag pretty much?
No. Now watch. Set the ball again. All right. Remember these face shots we're hitting? We're talking about fading. Come to impact with your right arm and raise the butt of the club up. Set the ball. Come through 6, 7, and 8. And when you come to impact like this,
Where am I aimed?
shoulders, let's say at the truck.
At the truck by the
Right,
bridge there?
right.
All right.
Your hands are going to move to the right of the guy. In that direction. This club head is going to be lined up to the right of the yellow flag.
All right.
Okay. And when you come through impact, raise the butt of the, put the club down. Raise the butt of the club up. Keep the club down. Raise the butt of the club up here like this. Get it up. Don't keep the low. Okay? Stay behind it. So you're gonna push it off to the right. Okay. Now he's supposed to, that ball hit there, that ball was supposed to go like this. That direction. See where I went left?
Sliced.
What?
It sliced, but it went off to it straight.
And it went left and went this way. That's the problem with this hip position. Okay?
Okay. I can't miss it real bad either way.
You're trying to cut it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay? Set them close.
Close.
Close. Okay, close your stance. More. Close your shoulders more. Shoulders close. Close your shoulders more. Right, exactly. More close. That's right, that's right. Just like that. Turn your head back. Right. Okay. Alright. Now when you come to the ball, go to P4. And you're going to move your left hand right through here. Right there. Right. Okay?
But my shoulder.
Stay behind it.
Let the shoulders go
Yep,
up.
and let your hands turn over. Like this, go ahead. Come here, come here, come here.
What do you do?
I'm trying. I mean,
Come on, do it again. Okay, look, do it again. Now this time, keep your shoulder as far back as you can. Keep it there.
I'm doing this with the left. I want to do this with the left arm.
Left arm. Okay. Keep your right shoulder as far back up there as you can. Right. Try not to. If your shoulders are 90 degrees at P4, try to keep them there. Keep them back at P4. Do it again. Close the club face down. More. More. Or keep rotating. Okay, go ahead.
As a natural reflex, is kicking in here will not let me do that.
See, I've noticed the same thing with my cord. How good? Take the 7 out. Close the club face down. Get over like this and still stays. I hope yours get over the left hand foot. Always look like this the one time. Yes. Still come to impact where it slices. All right, now, ready?
See, Mike, it seems like the club is not moving on an arc
Right.
like that. It stands too close to him like this.
Okay, set the ball.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay, ready? Put your right toe back right there. There you go. Okay? All right, now, you're going to take the club back in on this line right here. Divot's got to go 45 degrees right ahead. Okay? And are you ready? Like this. Fine. And here like this. Go just like this. Exactly. Okay, do it again. Take it inside. Keep your shoulders closed. Move that, club it out. Club it over there like this. There you go. More. More. Okay. More. That way, your right shoulder's got to stay back and down. Okay. Keep it go more inside out. Okay. Okay. Okay, do it again. Just hit it, quick, hit it. Same thing. Keep it inside out. Maybe one left.
Better.
Right. Again. Got a little exercise here, hey, Red?
Yeah.
You got your shutter speed set up here?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Should be. Must be
No.
on the camera on.
Now it is.
Okay.
Now see, look at your shoulders. Look at your shoulders. Your shoulders. There you go. Keep your shoulders right there. Okay. Now swing inside out. Go. Hey, Jimmy. Watch it. Watch it. See this ball here? No. See the ball. Oh. Okay, now watch this. Watch. Ready? Look at my shoulders here. Grab another club. Put that parallel. Ankle. Put it where? Parallel this one.
Shoulders are still a little open.
Go, just a little bit, right? You're like this. Okay? I guarantee you if I'm going to hit this golf ball like this,
Okay, now the difference in that swing and your swing is that when you get to the top, and you start down. When he starts down, his shoulders, see how they're shut? His shoulders stay shut and they just go like this.
right?
Okay, now when you come down, you have a full range of motion like this. That's why that's why you're almost shanking it. See, when I see the difference in those two is that when he gets set up, when he gets the whole picture set up shut, he takes it back like this. Well, he just allows this to come down and recock it like this. It stays behind it. So his shoulders are still on the same plane as they started.
Point at him with the camera.
Where your swing, you take it back like this, your movement is over like this, and you're trying to hook it from here, and you can't. You see, my arms are still.
See, he drives the club head out this way.
Right. They're here, and they should be like this, already starting to go this way. See that? So they can get extended here, and the space can be shut.
Remember I said probably in his hips?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think it's in his hips. I think it's this motion.
No, his hips are open up, clearing too fast. See, the thing is, this is why it's not, when you go to hook the go, it's not on the hips. Basically. I mean, you're just going to set in here like this. I'm going to keep my shoulders closed, put my weight on my left foot, and I'm going to my left foot like this, stay back. I've got to hook it back.
See, but do you see it? How the club shaft gets uncocked here, the arm starts straightening out like this, and it goes away, starts pulling away to the left.
Now you're crossing over pretty good there, right?
Yeah, he is too.
I'm just going like this and recock.
Right.
But the difference, you know, with your wrists almost coming together, his are staying
Now his are going like this. His are going like this. Then he's recocking it up like that.
before they get jump.
Right. When his wrists are right here, they're just like that.
Right, yeah,
And then from here, he has the ability to just cock them up. See, I can't do that yet. I can't recock the club up that quick. I keep on going like that. That's why it looks so different. But if you watch his, that's just, see, I can't recock the club up that quick. That's why it seems that I'm going on around like this. And his is going to
I'm
there
trying
and then recocking up.
See, I'm exaggerating. We're trying to let the hips and the rotation do the squaring up of the club face.
Yeah, let's just set in
That
here like
doesn't
this.
happen?
Put your weight in your left foot. Come back here like this, and then just use your wrist and hands.
Right.
Just going like this. Hit. You know what you do here? Hit one ball, don't try to uncurl your shoulders nor your hips. Just rotate your hands on the downswing.
You know the suggestion he made about bowling, about when you would bowl, your arm can get away from you. Okay, now if you were bowling and you're trying to hit this shot, well, what you want to do is my shoulders are stopping, and my arm keeps going over this way. Now, when you want to hit a hook, you're just bowling from a different angle. What you're doing is your arms are starting to get away from you like that, but your shoulder stays the same.
You're
See
right.
that? It's like I was bowling like this, I'd be going. That's all you're trying to do is hook it. You just go like this.
You know, it's like doing what he's telling you. Ball goes down the first baseline. Third baseline. You run down, you pick the ball, but you don't have time to turn your body around. Fire.
Throw it. That's
you
right.
pick the ball,
Brooks
just
Roberts.
That's
and
right.
the right arm goes back here, straight 180 degrees. You're trying to get as close
Right.
as you can.
That's exactly perfect.
Okay, now, this is what I said before. The right shoulder stays back, then release it. See, the right shoulder stays back, perfect. Now, you and I, we've done that walking and hitting those balls, walking, right? Remember I said the
Well, I've been trying to avoid this crossover line.
crossover, what?
Oh, my hands go. Instead of staying.
No, you can release your hands here. On this hook shot, you have to. Go ahead, hit these balls. Give your weight more left.
See, stop. See, your shoulders were like this. You went like this. This is what you did. You went like this. You went. You're trying to keep your shoulders back like this. You went like this. Just like that. You're right at 90 degrees.
Keep it back.
Let's see.
Right, okay, here's how you break this guy's habit. Ready? Go to P4. Okay? When you straighten your right elbow out, keep your shoulders closed. Turn it over. Go ahead. Come on, come on, come on.
What'd you say?
Keep your right
Don't
shoulder
worry
back.
that you can't hook it. Keep what? I can't.
Turn your club face over. No, set the address. Hold your club face. More. Okay, go ahead. Come on. Move your body this way. 8 inches. Okay. Well, I mean, you really got coordination, can't you? You are really. Put the ball higher from your stance. Are you ready? Come on. So tell me when you're ready to go. Let's go, ready? Choke up on the club. Hold your club face. Okay, ready? Don't hit this club head.
Oh.
Oh, do it again. Close your club face. Ready? No, not hit this club shaft. Do not hit it, go. Okay? Make a couple teams. Okay, go ahead. Ready? Do not hit this club shaft. You gotta go more left now.
Come over here. Show me where to put the club face. Show me where to put my club and watch this backswing. Put the club face like shaft right here.
No, hold on. It's going to be this line. It'd be right there. Okay.
Watch his backswing.
All right.
He's actually straight back.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the inside at all.
Well, look at the divots there. See, I'm pulling them. That's all I'm doing here.
Wait, let me show you. Like if I just hit this shot where you hit it, I'd wind up like this. See, when I take the club back, I'm going back here. See what you were doing? You start like
Put
this.
this camera on there, Rick. Hold on.
It's on.
You get set up, everything like this, and then you take the club back like that. You would just take it straight up like this, and you come down.
Gotta go inside.
Yeah.
Go inside.
If I'm set up like this, right, and I want to go to P2, I got to go just like that,
Exactly.
right?
You gotta get as close as you can there. Close
So
as
I
you can
keep
there.
I keep juggling around the
So when you're set up like this, trying to hook it, and you take it back like this, you're 12 inches from P2, right? There's no way you can hook it from here.
Well, you can't.
Unless
I mean,
you pull it.
That's what I did.
Now see, that's my shoulders going there.
That's what I ended up doing with those last shots.
So
because
let's see something.
you can see that divot's
All right.
going over here. Like
I
that.
was to aim at that bridge. I wanted to hook it to that bridge. I had to get set up like this, right?
Okay.
All right.
So
Now,
your hands go left.
right now, I would feel like that the club shaft's got to go here. So
There's your 45 degrees.
like this.
You're not gonna hit this ball, are you?
No, I'm just trying to get it set up where he can feel. If I go to P2, I got to go right. I got to go right there.
Follow that line. Go left.
Your
Are you
shaft.
flattening the plane?
Your shaft's got to come right. Try to just take it back one time from there. Set up at that bridge. Get your stance. No, right foot back here. Okay, now that's perfect.
Feel your
Shut,
left
shut the
hand.
club face. Now take the backswing back to P. There you go. That's it, right there. More. Go back to P2. Right there. More.
Turn your shoulders inside.
Right there. There you go. Go back to P2.
Oh, that's easy. Go. Hit again. Oh, that's fine. Go. Just hit it. Quick. Go.
Hey. There it is.
You hit the flag. Right.
Went in. Hit the windmill.
How did it feel? Come on, give us
Oh,
some
that was a
feedback.
Totally different feel.
Alright, he's got to go right to here. Yeah. You gotta go inside that club face.
Good shot.
Good shaft.
Good shot. Inside.
Now I feel the need to shut those shoulders down.
What?
You got to
See,
stay
before-
back to let that uncock.
Yeah, you have to. You feel the need to. It's a reflex then.
Not as good.
Close your club face to the dress. Okay.
It could even be more.
Oh yeah, you got to go way. If you want to hook it, you got to go way to the inside.
Have your left hand go that way.
There you go.
Well, I'll be darned, partner. Looky here.
Now the divots are shooting out.
Okay. Now the divots are shooting now. All you're doing is taking the club on the plane that you're set up to the ball now for your line of compression. Go out to the right.
Okay, so I'm just going to do just a little one.
Inside. Wow, looky here. Ken Brown hooked the golf ball. That man hooked it. You're going to sell your house now and go on the tour? Take it inside. Take that club inside. Shut it down going inside. Keep the club face closed. Shut it down. Inside. Turn your shoulder and go. Make your right shoulder go inside. See right here? They're going. Turn your right shoulder as fast as you can. Go. Ooh.
That's
Okay.
perfect. That would be perfect on a regular golf swing
Okay.
with a square face. Yeah.
Close your club face as fast as you can. Do that right shoulder.
Oh
get
man,
back to
you
the
get
tight
this
knee.
on film? Oh, that's gonna be perfect. He won't believe it.
This is the importance of keeping your arms down close to your body. Come back as close as you can. Turn, 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 turn. Perfect. He says, I never hooked it. Turn, 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 turn. Good. Look at this. Now would you sell the house? Are you considering? Come on, Ken, give us an answer.
It's hard to believe, you know. You just don't.
You're not
you,
going. You're not. You never got. You were getting to P2, man. That's all.
You're just not where you think you are.
Inside. Turn. Good. Look good here. Does your shoulders feel like they're being closed now? Yes? Yes or no?
I think it was more on,
Hey, Rick.
it was more on the backswing than
Take
it was.
his film out, put it in your camera so you can slow it down.
All right.
How's that? You like that one?
Now you feel like, yeah.
I hope you did.
Better.
Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. You guys feel like you can get it to P2 a lot better, don't you?
Yeah, you turn it down.
Get up on top, which is perfect. Now with the pressure machine, it's not the best position. That's why when you get the guys with the right hand grip, too strong underneath it, first thing it does,
You watch it on the screen.
more, turn it over more. There you go. Keep your shoulder back. Whoa! You play the same WT.
You look like you had
Alzheimer's. Sandy?